You may be surprised to learn there's, gosh, like 900 restaurants and bars and lounges here in Richmond. That's why I thought you should meet what I think will be the most interesting person in Richmond. His name is David Rohrer. Well, no pressure, David. Good to meet you, man.
I can't live up to that.
No, you can. That's what's brilliant about the whole thing. All right, so we brought you to the WPA Bakery. There's 2 locations. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay. What does WPA stand for, by the way?
Well-Made Pastry Alliance.
See, I knew you were going to like this guy. What I said, okay, very good. It's a whole takeoff on the...
Well, it sort of started, I was trying to come up with a name for a bakery that wasn't, was more like gender neutral.
Got it. The gender neutral bakery, perfect.
And I based it off of the WPA from the Depression, like the Roosevelt Works Progress Administration.
Yes, yes.
And it had a lot of... it put a lot of artists to work doing public art and public service posters and stuff.
Because again, I was reading your bio, and you started out in art, or you wanted to be an artist, and...
I got my degree in painting and printmaking. So when I'm thinking of the name for my bakery, I was like, well, the WPA put artists to work.
Got it.
So
now, of course, this is...
I like the aesthetic of how they're...
Well, I mean, and not to put too fine a point on it, but let's face it, baking is an art form to begin with if you're going to do it right consistently. When did you decide you have to do this?
Well, I never would have predicted that I'd be doing it.
Right.
It was a progression. In art school, I started working in restaurants as a dishwasher, worked up to like the savory line cook and chef, and then just sort of stumbled upon baking over the years.
Right.
And my wife is actually a teacher, and after we got married, I just was ready to not be working the line.
That's right. That's right.
Till 2 in the morning. So.
Makes perfect sense. The question I have for you is, somebody coming to Richmond for the first time, does Richmond have a culinary identity? You know, we think New Orleans, we think this, we think Los Angeles, I think that, but does it?
I mean, I think that Richmond, it has so many restaurants, there's so much diversity of flavor, and there's some common links. There's a lot of like farm to table, and you know, we have farmers markets all over the city.
I was going to ask you, the chefs have to
We
come
actually
here
have one that's just
down the street,
2 blocks from here.
Because we're on the south side, right?
Yes,
so this is a south side location. Where's the other location of WPA?
It's in Churchill, like right up in historic Churchill, near where Patrick Henry gave his famous Liberty or Death speech.
When you have friends that come to town, can you give me a couple of I mean, the viewers, we love where do the locals go? This is it. So if you're taking notes, in your opinion, you have friends coming, where do you take them?
My go-to is Edo's Squid or Mama Zoo's.
Okay.
It's really great Italian. Great portions, but like real authentic.
Authentic.
And then we go from there to like Peter Chang has 2 restaurants here. It's amazing gourmet Chinese.
Got it.
And there's a lot of great Southern inspired food, and I think in Richmond we do a lot of the chefs do their own take on it. So
got it.
It's kind of a sort of haute couture spin on the...
Told you, the most interesting person here in Richmond. I told you. See, you're doing great. And then when we come here, what are we going to get?
Well, WPA, we're kind of a coffee shop, but we do wedding cakes, birthday cakes. We do a lot of cakes and pies.
Got it.
We kind of have a niche in, we do a lot of vegan and gluten-free baking.
Nice.
But we also do baking with all the gluten and all the dairy.
All the finer things.
Yeah.
Got it.
And here I actually do sandwiches, and we make our own bread. And there's so many bakeries in Richmond, like Sub Rosa.
Yep.
It's like this amazing artisan bread. A lot of times we let some places have their specialties.
Got it. But
so
here...
we kind of do a wide range of stuff.
And what is this coconut cream pie I've heard about? We have to try that?
It's just a good classic Southern coconut cream pie.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to sample that, which in just a moment. And then when you come to Richmond, you come here. You here every day? You go back and forth different places?
Back and forth. I work in Churchill a couple days, here a few days.
Just remember, WP. Hey, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
We'll be right back. Oh man, it's a crust. Wow, killer.
Yeah.
All right.
We do like a shortbread crust. That's actually a gluten-free one.
That's gluten-free?